Hey guys, Greg from Woodard Marine, and today we have a 2019 Supra SL with the 450 Raptor by Inmar. This boat's loaded up really nicely with a lot of great options. It's got the Chiltech interior. 2019 is a great redesign year for the new Vision Touch dash that you're going to see, along with the underwater lights, the 4-can JL 8-inch speakers on the power tower. So there's a lot of cool options on this used boat with under 200 hours on it. You're going to be amazed with the fit and finish, the power, and the versatility of this boat. So starting in the front, we're going to talk about a few things, which are the really nice supple Chiltech interior, which they started in 2019. This is white Chiltech with light graphite Chiltech, and then the intense green cubics, which is a nice combination with the dark gray hull and the intense green accents that are on this boat. And then of course we did the storm gray sea deck throughout, which matches on the trailer. Really great option, looks great on the trailer, looks great in the water, of course. The front area up here, like you've seen, maybe you've seen some of the ones on the 2021, same idea, super comfortable, a lot of space, a lot of room. It's a bow that between the ride of the boat and the comfort of the seats, you really don't want to leave. You got a ton of space. You got 2 cup holders for each person, so one for water and one for the other thing. The USB up here as well, so you got areas for charging. You got 2 bow speakers, JL bow speakers, so you have the hull design of this boat actually incorporates the speaker holes, so they're integrated into the hull. Better, clearer sound, looks better, and they're pointed right towards the cockpit as well, so you're going to get that crystal clear JL sound out of those 7.5s up here. Walking our way through the windshield, we've got a black powder coated windshield with the Supra design, pretty standard for 2019, but what this boat what you see with this boat is everything down to the hinges, down to the supports, everything is upgraded. It's really great fit and finish, really sturdy package that's on here. It's what you expect from Supra. Ptm Mirror, this is the Ptm 360 mirror, gives you a great view. It's a nice complement to the tower and rear transom cameras that are on this boat. So when you put this boat into reverse, you have the camera that shows up on the dash right here automatically, as well as you can select the tower camera, which gives you a broader view. So when you're faced forward at the helm, you've got a lot of ways to check behind you for water sports, maybe boats that are coming along in your pathway, and just safety-wise, you got a great way to check the riders out, check your spotters, get a nice view of everything. A lot of ways to do that. Really great setup here at the helm. When we go through the helm as well, you're going to see this Vision Touch screen with the multi-folder option for your lights and switches, for your surf, ballast, wakeboard, auto wake, all of one screen with rider profiles. And then of course you have your information for the boat itself in hours, and you can set it to cruise, you can set it to go back to dock. There's a lot of different ways to take advantage of the systems that are in here, and we'll take you through on the screen with that. This boat does have the Guzzi Atori upgraded steering wheel with steering wheel control, so you can, again, with the cameras, the volume, or even changing the surf flow from side to side, you don't have to take your fingers off the steering wheel, which is a really nice feature on this boat. Captain's chair does have the flip-up bolster, so you can sit up a little bit higher. Of course, this is electronic riser on here as well, so touching the screen, you can rise, lower, move forward and back, and of course put on your heated driver's seat as well. So there's a lot of advantages to be the driver of a Supra. Talking about heat, we also have heaters in this boat, and they do pop out, and you can stick them under your shirt, under your towel, hand them out, as well as you have a cockpit separator when you close the window, and you can let these babies just kind of roll some hot air off of the heat exchanger through the cockpit and kind of warm up everybody's feet. Cold night, even in the middle of summer here in Vermont, it can get down to the 40s. You close that window coming back from dinner, put the cockpit separator in there, kick on the heaters. You don't even have to tell people that you have the seat heater on there. That could be your own secret. Put them back in here. Easy go. There's also storage underneath for the cooler. So you've got nice storage there. You've also got this nice storage under here, which is where your amplifiers as well as your chargers in here. You could fit a couple boards up here. Now this boat is also optioned with dual 10-inch subwoofers, which are underneath each console. So clarity on both sides, nice balance to it. There's one that's exposed, there's one that's underneath the seat, so you get a little bit more enclosure, a little bit more rumble out of it. So you've got a lot of spaces up here. The main reason that you have space underneath all these seats is because we have 3,800 pounds of subfloor ballast. So all the ballast in this boat is underneath the deck, so it's not taking up that storage area when you go to hit those switches and fill up that ballast. Or if you put it in auto wake and it does it on its own when you're on your way out the channel, maybe just sitting at the dock. This boat has anything and everything you could ask for in terms of usability for the family, usability for the performance water sports, performance towed water sports that you want to do, or just loading everybody up and going to the sandbar for the day. The really nice thing about Supra is that it's not just the driver that's going to get the use of the technology, the passenger gets a screen as well. So a touch screen that's going to run your audio, you can change your tracking, run your volume, as well as you have lights and switches. So you can change the floor, docking, anchor, dome light, mid-level speaker lights, your underwater lights, hit them all on, hit them all off. You can control all that, as well as what's really nice on this side, we were talking about that heater. You can turn the heater on and off without having to ask the driver to do anything. So late at night or middle, whatever it is, you don't want to, you know, they're paying attention, they're moving down the lake. You've got full control over here for a lot of the accessories that are available on the Helm by just touching the touchscreen over here, which is really nice. Supra is just, it's known for its fit and finish, of course. You're going to see these finished off areas up here that have dash speakers. These dash speakers, these dash tweeters, they actually project the sound using the windshield and gives, again, crystal clarity using that JL audio system, just another feature that's on here. As with any used boat that we do have with Woodard Marine, we always make sure it goes through our shop and goes through our process to make sure you have about 3 to 5 years of the best usability possible. We do all the preventative maintenance we can do during that period of time before you get the boat. So of course there's new impeller on the engine water pump, new impellers on the ballast, new transmission V-drive fluid, engine oil, engine filter, spark plugs. I mean, the boat's been gone through in terms of checking compression, checking, make sure the computer diagnostics, everything's running fine on that, running the systems, running the surf system, surf swell system on the water, make sure it produces the wave that you would expect. This boat does have factory warranty on the engine until 2024. So you are getting some extra warranty with this boat, which is nice. The boat was purchased and serviced at Woodard Marine its entire life. The owner's just getting a new 2021, so obviously loves the boat. Coming back to the tower, this is the Fx1 Power Tower, which does have one touch up and down features. So along with the max coverage bimini that is on this boat, you've got a lot of usability and technology right here in the tower. So these bungee clamps swivel out, board racks do swivel out, and they have multiple positioning. And then this bimini actually covers up to the front of the windshield and back, almost to the back seat that's on here. The Fx1 tower, there's a lot of technology right in this tower itself. You have a max coverage bimini, which covers an immense amount of space underneath here, as well as you have the power folding tower for up and down. This will actually go right inside the windshield with the bimini boot on here and the bimini stowed away. So with the full cover that's with this boat, which is a tower down cover, you're able to actually basically seal in the entire interior of this boat up to the rub rail with that cover. It's a really nice cover. Tower goes inside there. When you're traveling, you don't have an exposed tower with bugs and dirt and everything flying on here and getting stuck. So when it's clean, you can keep it clean with that nice cover that's on there. There's surfboard storage on the top of this cover, on the top of the bimini as well. So you can get 2 surfboards up top, and then you have storage on each side here for 2 more boards on each side. So it's a total of 6 boards before using the rear compartment, which we're going to show you, which has, depending on your board size and your thickness, whether you use a fish style board or maybe a bigger guy like myself, you like a little thicker board, more buoyancy, you can fit at least a couple of boards back there. There's storage all over this, but just board storage. You never even have to have a board come on inside the interior, which, you know, with fins and stuff like that, some people don't like to have boards inside their boat so you don't scratch or have punctures in their seats. Really nice, well thought out ergonomics of the Supra. We're going to move to the back of the boat, and when we do that, you're going to see the walkthrough as well as the flip up sun deck seats. New for 2019 was those sun deck seats, and I got to tell you, great place to be hanging out, whether you're just instructing or if you're just kind of hanging out in the water and listening to some tunes. You got some extra back seats with that Chiltec vinyl. It's super, super comfortable. Take a look at those two. First thing we're going to look at is this sun deck. So you can still have a full sun deck on the back of the boat. But when we remove this sun deck filler cushion, you have that nice walkthrough that you come to know with the newer Supras, and then you have those two side seat cushions, sun deck flip-up cushions, which give you that nice seating area. Just want to take a second to note how many cup holders are in this thing. So we saw the 4 in the front. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's just for the seating arrangement before we get to the driver's area, which has 2 and then another 3. So we're at 13 cup holders, plus the 2 on the back. There's probably a few more that I've missed at this point in time. There's so much storage for whether it's just a water bottle or what you're looking to store when you get on the boat, which is your bags and all the stuff, maybe even just put lunch away in the cooler spot. There's so much storage on this boat, it really is hard to get that concept without actually seeing it. When we flip up these seats and get access to that storage, which is subfloor ballast is below that, so we have these nice finished off interior. These seats are on double hinges, easily flipped up with one hand, but they stay there and they hold there. It's not something where when you flip it up the cushion goes flying or you have to pick it up and put it somewhere like some brands. So really nice thought out interior on there. Again, same finish with that nice Chiltec, the light graphite, the white Chiltec, and the intense green cubics with the intense green welts on here. Really pops with this gray flooring on this boat. So if you like a sporty look, this is probably the boat for you. Before we get to that back walkthrough, I did want to show you too how easy it is to move the seat here. So we have that flip seating from Supra, which gives you that table with, again, more cup holders. So we've got the cup holders here. We've got an area to eat lunch, play cards, whatever it might be. And then when we want to go surfing and everybody wants to face behind, we've got one seat flipped up here. Push down on that. Now we've got room for 2 to 3. Maybe 4 if you got small guys. And then the seat behind me right here is already built in with a nice backrest on here. So a lot of seating arrangement with people being able to look backwards, see all the sports that's happening, as well as your waiting people down in the right area. Easy flip down. We grab those 2 handles. There was 2 more cup holders underneath that when I flipped that up. I don't know how many cup holders this thing has. We're going to go through the sun deck filler. So we were talking about that sun deck filler and the walkthrough. We flip these seats up right here. We take that sun deck filler out. We can store it underneath here. Bing, bang, boom. Now we've got our nice walkthrough. Flip these down, and guess what? They flip up. Each side flips up individually. You can face backwards, flip them back down. Again, just a lot of versatility in the way that they put the rear of the boat together, which it's becoming more and more of a place for people to hang out. It's always a place in these performance towboats to hang out. But when you look at the brands that are out there, sometimes that rear area is not a forethought. It's a secondary thing of what do we do with this area. There's a lot of thought that went into how you're going to use this boat. How is it going to work for your family? How is it going to work when you're doing sports and those days that you're not doing water sports? So there's a lot of different really nice things with that. As we walk through the walkthrough, you see you've got a nice step up on here. I can step up over the Supra logo right there, over the pop-up ski pylon, back down to here. We do have access to that ski pylon right here for tubing, water skiing, if you don't want to pull somebody up from the tower, which if you're doing anything besides water ski training or wakeboarding or surfing, you really shouldn't. And then we have access to that rear storage for those surfboards. So again, all those surfboards staying out of here. I can throw my wet gear in here. I can throw towels in here, whatever I wanted to do to keep all of that water out of the boat, keep it as dry as possible when people are walking through. And maybe you don't care about that, but it gives you the option. This back area right here, I do see our rear view camera, which is mounted on the billet aluminum pull-up bar. And I see the camera, which is pointed directly at me right there on the tower. So really nice viewpoints. Again, driver's face forward. We've got 22 feet of boat, 23 and a half feet of boat right here. A lot of space back here, a lot of things that can get missed just between the mayhem of, you know, everybody on the boat. Somebody's sitting here on the back. If somebody goes to even, you know, put it in reverse, or a lot of times I just put that camera on so I can see behind me. It's a really nice safety feature to have these cameras here and there. Well, that's about it for the Supra SL. This 2019 Supra SL has under 200 hours on it, about 191 hours. I'm sure at some point in time we'll probably demo that, so I'll call it under 200. It really is a fantastic boat. We'd love to take you out in the water, and if it's winter time and you want to just scoop this boat up, or maybe the ice isn't out yet, call us. We'll take you through. We can walk you through the boat. We can give you a chance to see it. To be honest with you, it's a lot of boat to take in, but there's a great value in having a 2019 when there isn't a lot of boats in the market right now, and this one is in very good condition, bought and serviced here at Woodard Marine, and I went through everything we did to the engine. This boat's ready to go. It's ready to take your family surfing. It's ready to take 17 people with you surfing, get you out on the water with that 450 power plant. It's enough torque to get a whole family on the water with full ballast, all of your gear, everything, get you on plane, and have a great day in the water.